Let's go back in time in the 20th century, where men save women, where men are shown as men, where women depend on men to save the day. They don't say they can handle situation by themselves, and let's be real, they can't, unless it's a fucking man turned into a woman. But in today's movies and TV shows, or even video game, we see at least one LGBTQ plus ultra pro max character trying to be better than others, spreading their wokeism, telling it's not wrong to accept who you are, fight back, and all the bullshit. But reality is, it's changing your perspective toward gender. You might think, what's the big deal? I don't care. But here you are wrong. See, movies, shows, and games are not just content. They spread culture faster than any other medium. Think about it. When we first watched Rambo, Indiana Jones, or even Spider-Man, you absolutely thought about being that guy and saving the days, just like all of us, because you thought they are cool. You mimic their style, dialogue, voice, etc. You can feel manliness because you have seen them like that on screen, played any video game or read any comic where men fight with men, save women and children, and you wanted to be like them. But now, in this generation, we see movies, shows, games filled with woke characters, where they teach man how to do their job, or are shown as they are better than man, wearing weird clothes like a unicorn, even if the show is set in old era. They show us gays and lesbians walking around like it's normal, but it's not. It's not even historically accurate. There are many cartoons now which have these thinks in their stories, which is made for kids, and these cartoons teaching kids about gender or how to pronounce different gender.
It's me. I'm trans, Norma. And everyone at school knows, and everyone at home knows. And being here, it's like a whole new place. I can just be Barney, and I can choose if and when I tell people. I've never been happier.
And these so-called cartoons are helping children to find their gender, or let's say trying to make kids different from men or women. Basically, they are trying to groom them. You can choose anything unless it comes to your sex, which is male and female. Have been male and female from the very beginning. Will be. That's, I don't know. As I told you earlier, how movies, shows, or games spread culture, and they do. How many of us know about China or how Chinese people look or what their culture is? We have all learned from movies and games. Now, if we show all these things to this generation in a few years, it will be even more normal. We will start to see more woke characters, and it will be everywhere in movies, games, books, comics, shows, and even in toy stores. Because of how things are right now, the perspective of the whole generation will change. And then children will think it's natural, but it is not. Males and females are natural. Others are made by us. Yes, we could have some biological changes in a way which can't be changed, but changing gender just because you feel like women or men and doing multiple surgeries on your body, taking other stuffs to change your gender, it is not normal. At least for me, it's not. When children know that it's okay to not be okay, because they have seen stuff like that from their childhood and now they think it's okay. You see, the problem is, these shows, movies, and games now make us think about our genders. When it's done right, not forced on us. I like that. For example, Arcane. The romance between characters feels natural and not forced on viewers. Now in today's world, let's take an example. There is a boy who is young and watches a cartoon. And there is a whole monologue about accepting yourself, showing different genders, other than males and females, and forcing them into a story. The boy, who doesn't even know about all the other genders, now thinks it is a possibility, and even small things he does differently from others, he will think, maybe I am different from others. I must belong to different gender, which is not the case. He is thinking like that because it's got fed to him through these movies, shows, and games, including these unnecessary characters forcefully in story, which didn't even demand. And let's be real, no story demands woke characters. It can be written better without it. It just makes all things worse. Movies or video games. No one wants that. It is forced on us. We didn't tell Netflix to make characters gay or wear rainbow as clothes. There are more things coming like this in future. Avoid these kinds of shit. Keep your kids away from it. You can act like a man.
What's the matter with you?